I'm hungry. Are you hungry, but your mom isn't gonna make dinner for another 2 hours? Well, here's the solution for you. What are you gonna need? First of all, a pot. You also need a stove that's at least as old as you are. And then you basically put some water in the pot. Did you know that cold water boils faster than hot water? Well, it doesn't. I've tested it. You're wrong, 5th grade friends. First lesson of the day, never have friends. You're just gonna wanna turn the stove on high. One simple button press will do it. And then you wait for your water to boil. Pro tip, I learned this from the Outback. Putting the lid on the pot will make it boil more than 1 time as fast. Next thing we want to prepare, a knife and a cutting board. Very important. I got some of this prime hot smoked sausage, just like me. I'll show you how to cut it up. First thing you want to do, slice the sausage right down the middle. Bam. Now you have 2 sausages. Double the sausage just like that. Next thing you want to do, put the 2 back together and then just cut them up as you go down. And then you got these nice little pieces that will be the perfect size for your pasta perfection. And there we go. We got it all cut up just like that. Next thing you want to get out, that's right, the pasta. I got a little bit left over in this bag. It should be just about right. I use some of this white cheddar powder to mix in once we're all done here, along with some of your favorite Alfredo sauce. Now, if you're as efficient as I am at this, you're going to have a few minutes to spare while you wait for the water to finish boiling. In the meantime, you can find your manliest bowl and spoon, and also mug, because you need to drink a lot of milk. Ooga, 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 boil, 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 boil. If it's taking too long, you can always try that. It'll speed it up. And it looks like we're just about there, so I'm going to go ahead and get some of this pasta out. It doesn't really matter what kind of noodles you use. I kind of switch off between elbows and little shells because they're the cheapest in bulk. I've sort of discovered that 1.5 cups of pasta is about enough for a good meal for myself. Get that in there, and as soon as you put the pasta in, don't forget to turn the stove down just a notch. Give it a quick little stir here, and then bam, you just let it go till it's done. I've never timed it, but I just kind of come back when it feels like it's about done, and I try one, and sometimes it's not done, and sometimes it's done, sometimes it's overdone, sometimes it's just a burnt pot. That's only happened once. Don't worry about that one. Come back every once in a while just to give it a little bit of a stir. Seems like probably 8 or 10 minutes for the pasta to be done. If you get too bored, just go and listen to some Outfield for a little bit. It's my favorite band. You'll need to remember that in 10 years for the quiz. I'm gonna try one noodle to see where it's at. I'd say another 1.5 minutes or so, then we'll be good. Alright, here we go. Now I think it's about done. You can tell by the way it is. Next, grab some frozen broccoli from the freezer. And just go ahead and dump that into your hot water with the noodles. Oh yeah, just make sure the broccoli is submerged in the water and then it thaws it out and warms it up almost immediately. Then I'd go ahead and turn the stove off, put the lid back on, and if you're an epic chef like I am, you don't actually have a pasta strainer, so you have to just like prop the lid on the edge of the pot and then pour it, and hopefully you don't spill all the pasta down the sink. I've never done that before though. There we go. I think we got it drained off quite nicely. Take a little peek. Oh yeah. I think I'm going to go ahead and give you a better perspective again for this last bit. Now basically all you got to do is mix it all together. I start with the Alfredo sauce. Just get a little blob of that in there. This is all very technical. Now, if you like it a little spicier, I use sriracha and just mix that into the whole thing as well. I discovered that sriracha and Alfredo sauce actually go really well together. That is, if you don't mind the heat a little bit. I put exactly 1.2 spoonfuls of the cheese powder in. Here's our wonderfully cut. We got our sausage in there. We got some salt in there also. And then I also poured just a little bit of milk in to mix up with the cheese powder that we put in there. Don't put too much milk, it just takes a little bit, otherwise it'll get a little bit runny. And then I just go ahead and mix it all up. As you try it a few times yourself, I'm sure you'll come to your own perfect mix of how much Alfredo sauce to cheese powder or whatever else you like. There are so many ways you can tweak the recipe because I guess there isn't really a recipe. And then we dish it up. Be sure to put things away as you're finished using them, and then when you're done, you got a nice clean kitchen all good to go. Oh yeah.